And hello, and it's exciting streaming. Particularly exciting is, where is the webcam? Did I unplug it? Not that I have a cat. Ah, cable wasn't plugged in properly. Hey, right. So those of you who've been following on Discord, the excitement of the day, will notice that I screwed up the Super Falcor, Super Heists. So I'll quick click for this, and then proceeding to ship the patch, what I want to ship. All I did have my mask rest. There we go, and restreams or whatever it was. I don't know why Restream hides that. Like, you think that it would want people to sit on their website and do the chat. So, what did I forget? Oh, did I not call the window? Okay, so the server offloads into this. And we offload SuperSlot, and offload SuperSlot calls that, and aha! Okay, now we break the server down. Okay, now where have I done this before? What was quick? What was quick? Did I break the stream? No, it seems to be, actually it doesn't seem to be working at all, does it? Oh, probably if I watch myself. Offline. Connecting, current tense. And hello again, I've restarted the stream. Does this work? Does it? Oh, suits you, sir. Okay, I appear to have now got a live thing. Mixer's online. I have a viewer on Mixer. Wow. Really? Amazing. Right. Okay, well, it can sort itself out. I am going to... Oh, I hate this. String payload L slot dot to string. And this is auto item injector window dot offload super slot lo comma nick dot payload dot to and it's going to be int 32 int dot tripod the parse. Can I do dot parse? Alright, that should do it. I totally forgot the server just wasn't wiping. It's what's happening is I'm not 100% sure the super heist can't be used to duplicate, but it's for Dapper owners only. So if Dapper owners want to duplicate, that's cool. I like the way it says it works. You're telling me it works, and I'm not going to argue with you. I'm going to believe you that it works. However, Mixer says still connecting. I fed you like 10 minutes ago. Oh, you are just demanding love. There we go. Now, shut up. It's because I'm talking. And he's like, why are you not talking to me? Huh? Okay. So that should then call offload superslot, which would then call it locally and then not tell the client to do it. Okay, let's see if that fixes all the things that were broken. And we will not copy across the default folder because it takes too long. YouTube still says connecting, current tense. YouTube still says connecting, current tense. Well, apparently it is, and thank you for the subscription, Reese Williams. Or Williamson, I didn't read it, it was a bit quick. So currently making a build so I can copy it on the server and test that. I'm sort of doing a blitz there. I hope this works. I don't want to fix bugs, I just want to fix a little bit of bits and bobs and then just ship it. I added a new machine today which was possibly silly, but I enjoyed it. And I have some exciting ideas for next month, so that's good. Well, maybe not exciting, maybe not quite the right word, but certainly interesting ideas for next month. WJG, you might like to read the stream title. I've been busy the whole day and I've been trying to focus quite hard on getting this stuff out. If you've never streamed, seriously, it's bloody hard. It is really hard work. Like genuinely surprisingly difficult to play a game and talk. It's even harder to code and talk. Thankfully, the talky part of my brain does not. Oh wow! We should refresh that. Apparently, there's no server in there. There we go. The server's now joined the own server. Then it's going to be a couple hours of pizza, but yeah, Tuesday pizza. Okay, so these are pretty cool. I'm not perfectly happy with them. They are an estimated time. I don't know whether or not I should just. What are you doing? Landing. Okay. I don't know whether or not I should try and tweak that or not. I also fixed that a little bit, so it's no longer quite so broken. Wow, that's really horrible. It's because they're so far away. Okay, this distance, I suspect they'll do it instantly. No, maybe not. Interesting. So, probably next month I'm going to rewrite the way the visibility works to be almost entirely threaded, because the current system is not, what's the word, there's a word for it. It's not. Okay. Gold is flowing. I guess that is a 600 capacity. I also got a bunch of fixes. I've got fixes all over. Fixes for the bar scanners. Oh, in fact, there we go. That's the resin warning. Have I got sound on? I should do. Yeah, that was the resin warning. You don't hear that one very often. So we've now got smoothing on the graph. So that's good. So beforehand it would have been like that would have been almost a vertical line. Well, it was pretty vertical. I'm not sure I got the smoothing right, but it's I would have put one nickel. I would have done one of these, and I'd have put one of each in, you see. Where's the gold bars? Because that way we actually get to see what's going on. So you can see before and after the smoothing. Let's put that in Discord. So you can see that the left hand side is before I put smoothing in, and the right side is afterwards. It's still quite spiky, it's still quite a disaster, but that's fine. What's not fine is when it's just like this, because it's just sort of scribbling up and down. The fancy counter, oh puss. The fancy counter is that's the time that it works in conjunction with the threat scanner, so that's the amount of time until attack. Because I realised, like, people get surprised by the attacks so much. That's still pretty awful. I wonder if, and if I zoom in a bit, I wonder if that's fill up, cargo lift, fill up, cargo lift, fill up, cargo lift. I mean, it indicates to me, as hopefully it would indicate to anyone playing it, that perhaps this is not all it could be. And with Pussy, we are definitely out of nickel down there. You're not even, you can come and sit on my lap, don't just sit. My cat's sitting about 10 feet from him, meowing for attention. Okay, so we haven't collected any nickel in about 2 hours. I do like the graphs. I do. Boggis, I have not given those commands to everyone because they are a little too cheaty. And they're too easy to cheat. So I guarantee you that you, oh, hopefully not you, but maybe, you would, refine resin? That you would cheat. And you totally would, because you can just give yourself instant power and stuff. So currently, I've got the code for it, but I'm not kind of planning on giving the code to everyone. But if there is someone who streams on Mixer and it is worth my while, I can add them to the list. Now that doesn't work either, does it? So it's supposed to now scale things upwards, and sometimes it's doing it, and sometimes it's not. Now that's potentially 50% smooth coal. So if I actually put, if I got another base scanner on me, I probably do. No. Do we have a construction thing? No. Let's go make another base scanner. Yeah, I realised while I was watching Direwolf that quite a lot of stuff just doesn't have any particular indication to the player. Like the threat scanner, you've got to stare at it. Like, we're currently under attack, that's fine. So that's now going beep, boop. Otherwise it will count down. Yeah, Boggers, I mean, I can set you up for it, but I won't be giving it to everyone because it's just too exploitable. If it's only negative cheats, I would. But you will still need to set up your own system to activate them. There, I can't help you. Oh, that's not right. Arse. Okay, so that's not working either. We'll look at that in a mode. Let's pop it on the Trello. I've got a sort of a, yeah, that's done. Don't know about the heist knowledge, might just leave that for the moment. Resin graph. Yes, and that's fixed. Well, I'm touched, Warbits. Thank you so much for spending 15 minutes of your precious time with me. The teleport effects are mostly working now too. Cool. Gold is backed up. Awesome. So I've just sort of been fixing. So Kukor, you see, had the wrong approach. My approach, you see, is to get rid of all this stuff that annoys me. Kukor's approach is just to pretend it's not there. I like my approach better. So I've basically been just getting rid of lots of veins. I don't want the stuff straight out of here particularly, but what I do want is I want this vein gone. That's titanium there. Unfortunately, whoever put this together didn't bother labelling it, so I don't know whether this is gold or nickel. I've no idea at all. I have no idea what's up there. So I'm assuming this one's gold. I assume that's not scrap. I'm assuming this one is titanium, and I'm assuming somewhere up here is... Sorry, assuming the one on the right is nickel, and assuming there's a titanium one here? Or just a dead end. Brilliant. This is not how you make user-friendly bases for other people, guys. So, but yeah, this is why you label shit, guys. Label shit. Well, it is a dead end, or unless I cut through a hole. Looks like a dead end to me. Okay, so that's titanium, so this is nickel here. Because obviously I can't tell. I have no way of telling what this was supposed to be. Oh shit, I haven't checked the trencher. I got to strip the trencher. I haven't checked the thing that I was supposed to check. I'll check it in a moment. I'm kind of glad I noticed that, otherwise I would have totally been accused of giving like hacks items to Dapper owners. Copper wire. Dang it. Okay, do I have a super house to be good? I can check the exploit then. Because it's quite easy. It was. Then I put something in I've only got two of. Let's you get something. It's not 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 3. Okay, 100. Damn, this thing is fast. I can't work out what it is. How fast is it? 4,000 or 5,000 items a minute, I guess, something like that. It's quick. Yeah, but you should label things because it's a multiplayer game. Check it out. There's a segment that didn't get wiped. Right, that'll be, yeah, segment to segment. This segment got saved. It's probably one of the very last segments saved. Overall, it looks like we were quite lucky. I mean, FortressCraft is quite well behaved. It doesn't just keep writing stuff out. The disk thread died, and then it just stops dead, which is good. Okay. Copper wire. Fine, we'll use these to clear it out then. So yeah, we were very lucky not losing the base. And that's titanium, nickel going very slowly. And I'll go check the upstairs heist. Though now I've got the things were out of rooms, and I've got like 5,000 paste. So there you go. But you can sort of see it's not quite seconds. It sort of goes 1, 2, 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Like it's never been seconds. It has always said like approx 58 seconds. So you can see it there: 57, 56, 54, 53. Now I did try and make it smoother lately, but apparently I've slightly messed that up. What did I need? Copper wire, gold wire, copper wire, copper wire, copper wire. Signs seem readable now, by the way. At all points, that's good. and hopefully much more use of lightweight machine housing and much less use of the tin plates. Yeah, I think the signs are all right now. So is this another titanium? Another nickel, sorry. Wait a minute. Shit. I like you just all watch me completely screw this up. I just hooked up the titanium vein to nickel. Good job when no one's saying anything. Excellent, excellent guys. Like 10 out of 10. Well, I mean, more bits. It's like a dozen things added this patch. I don't know what else I can do. Actually, is it sorted at the top end? I suspect it probably is sorted, so it probably doesn't matter, does it? Yeah. Then that's fine, and we will put it back together then. Yeah, you are correct. The light makes them. Oh yeah. You see, Alfie, that is on purpose. It's not an accident that it's quite hard to distinguish different lights, different ores at different colours and things. It's absolutely, I promise, 100% on purpose, and not just a mistake. Now, I guarantee this is going to make this start clearing. I really need to fix that. It's very difficult to fix. Because what happens is, yeah, see what's happened is this one has reduced that one. But what happens is this machine has now got into that one's block. It's a bit of a pain. I mean, overall, really, at this point, you're better off just with one drill anyway. Like, that will pull out so much ore anyway. What's it pull out? Yeah, 256 a minute. But it's something I would like to fix, but it's very tricky to fix it. Yeah, there's only 60,000 in there anyway. Oh, well, fine, whatever. I think I already upgraded these. Yep. So far so good though. All apart from my entire inability to pick all these up. So the limiting factor on the super heists now is absolutely getting the things filled up. I should also at some point change the garbage. It needs to collect from the lowest level onwards. Well, I guess it's doing that right now. I'm full. But check out my paste. Done. That's it. They're all emptied. That's how long it took. I also think I fixed the lift. I also think I fixed the... Oh, so many fixes. Overall, though, I think we're not too bad. What probably needs to happen is I probably need to make the patch tonight, push it to staging, and then I need to do some handbook entries, yay, and I need to do a shit ton of patch notes. I mean, the patch notes for this patch are going to be huge. I also want to get some recordings, some little GIF recordings of stuff. And seriously, how much battery backing do we think we need here? What benefits the room give? Biggest, frame rate. There's the biggest benefit, by far and away, frame rate. Okay, next patch, ask me again. Right now, frame rate. Now, one thing Andy did not make, and we'll do that now because Andy didn't, is we didn't get a hydroponics bay.
Crafting. 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 Crafting.
So let's go make ourselves a pretty hydroponics bay over here, say. But yeah, I mean, so it's weird, Boggis, because a lot of people have asked the same question, and it's like, dude, just it's a cool feature in a game. Do you really need me to force you into making it? Like, some people seem very resistant to doing anything unless there's like a really awesome reason for them to do so. It's like, you know, they're cool. Is that not enough reason? Do you remember we did things because it was cool? But currently, I'm going to see how people adopt the rooms. Because I've already had one guy saying, oh, there's no way I will use these rooms. Like, fucking hell, dude. Actually, there is one advantage, and it's not much of an advantage. When you're inside a room on the surface, it's warm. Which, to me, that's reason enough. But yeah, so lots of people, well, they've been very anti-rooms. Oh, I can't be bothered. Well, you know, maybe this patch, that's true. Maybe for next patch, not so true. I do have a bunch of ideas. But no definites yet. I keep seeing people asking me for ways to auto build the rooms, and it's like, it really doesn't take very long. Wow, out of paste, blimey. Well, Dedek, yes. Be aware, with the 8700K, you will get not heat issues, but you will definitely get spikes of heat. It's a quick processor though. So I was out of paste, and now I've got 500. Now let's be honest, I've only got about 700 paste backlog there, and we've only got one pacemaker. Did we have another paste set up? We did have one in here, but I think it's gone now. But yeah, I mean, honestly, this to me is reason enough. This just looks awesome. So, yeah. Now I'm sure we've got another pacemaker somewhere. Oh god, I might have. I'm not out of crap. Who hid this away? I see no reason it won't work, but I realise I haven't actually tried transport pipes on these. Oh, they do line up nicely though. Is it? I hate the transport pipe graphics. I don't think it's a lot of people realise is how much this game I hate and I want to fix. Like people keep saying, "Oh, you should fix this, you should fix that," and so often the response is, "Yeah, I know, I'd like to too, but I can't just fix everything in a in a heartbeat, much as I might want to." Well, it won't stay cool, then. That's one of the weird things about these. My CPU is spiking up to 83 degrees, but that's okay. And if it's below 100 degrees, you don't need to worry about it. Yeah, Patrick, we do. This is definitely. You don't need these extra ones. Totally not. I'm sure we had another paste one. You say. But yeah, there was totally another paste constructor, but don't remember where it was. Might have to set one up. Is that coal? Perfect. How big is this coal? Answer, not for long. Right, let's get rid of this coal then, because it's annoying. Okay, let's get ourselves a drill head. I am wondering if I'm going to have to rebalance them further up somewhere. Charged lithium coils. I'm hoping to do another pass over all of the tier 2 machines over the next patch as well. So, paste. Oh man. I always love this part of the game where you're like, right, now I need some crap. Oh man, my inventory doesn't have any crap in it. That's rough-hewn rock. I need surface. And I'll need at least 32. Oh no! What don't I want? Actually, what I could do is actually put my suit upgrades into my upgrade, because I don't think I have. That should be a suit upgrade, I hope. Oh man, nothing else? Oh really? Just one suit upgrade. Bugger, I was hoping I had more. Get rid of that, get rid of this. And these. How many have I got? Organic detritus. Where is that? Quantity. 79. That should be enough for 3, I think. I totally forgot where it was. Oh, Joker, no, I'm not annoyed. I'm just... My god, look at it. I have 200 titanium PCBs. I have 96 tin bars. I have 25 hardened machine blocks. I've got 2 grades of solar panel, 2 waypoint machines, a heist. Like, I've just got a bunch of ridiculous I don't know why in my inventory. So if I were to get annoyed, it should be pointed out, really, it's kind of my own fault, isn't it? Now, how do I want to do this? If I set that one to add only, I can't set this one to remove only. Unless I do that. Oh, I should probably put that solar panel down I had with me. And go ahead. Trying to think how I want to arrange this. Like, I think not like this is probably the main thrust of what I want to do. So I want this to offload. It's faster and more efficient. Well, the thing is, Patrick, although I agree with you in principle, you'd be aware, of course, that it does upcraft an 8 to 1. So if I do that, is it still? Come on, you can do it. And make that one remove only. And we're going to have just a single super paste constructor. And put some add only. And oh no, I'm running out of room. And then that one there, and then that one to add only. And then we'll put both of the super heists. Oh man, I've only got one. I'll go get another one. Put the super heist and the other super heist over there. We'll see how that goes. Yeah, don't forget, Patrick, that creates 8 paste from one input, so it is a lot quicker than a normal grinder. But that is just amazing. I'm mostly testing it as opposed to heist the base. Does it? God damn it, you're right. Actually, this can be add and remove. That doesn't matter. Because that's remove only, so that's okay. So what should happen here is it will go to sleep. This will go to sleep while I'm when I'm not nearby, and then hopefully it should shunt stuff at me. But it should actually shunt stuff at me quickly. As I said, each of the each coal turns into 8 paste, and also the range is higher. Now that's quite important. Because, where is my paste? I'm at 2000 paste now. Sorry, Cuckoo. You said something about it won't work, and I wasn't listening. Oh well. Yeah, because the range is bigger. Ah, no, it's not big enough. Maybe on this side. That's 3 meters closer. Oh, that makes me sad. I was totally hoping that it would be in range. Okay, so we have 2,300. 2,100. Uh-oh, what did I just build? Oh, shit. I just built with paste. I didn't even know you could do that. Like, definitely not on purpose. Not really a bug either. Yeah, I can do it from here. Yeah, but I got 2,300 paste in that time. I'm too far away from the full. Although, honestly, it doesn't look like this is actually... Yeah, really, I want another one here and another one there. What we actually need is an IO, is a mass storage IO. That would do it. Hive minds are mostly working, but people have said they aren't seeing as many Minox as they had. Which isn't on purpose, but is entirely possible. We'll just have the building at this height. So, but there goes all my paste. Yeah, it is high tech, but you know. But yeah, that's 300 right there. So I mean, my point is they empty the hoppers as quickly as they can. Like, as quickly as you could possibly want. How much organic detritus do I not have? 15. Alright, let's go get a bit more of that. So I was having a look at the problem with the hive, with the bosses and things flying over. And it's really our base. So, I don't know if you've actually seen our base, but like we've still got this mountain. But unfortunately, what we've now got is, yeah, so they're coming over. Now, they do try and make holes. But this hole hasn't made it all the way through. Like, not even slightly. Like, it's only made it as far as there. Which is, that's as far as high, tunnel nucleus can go, 64 meters. So, yeah, that's their absolute limit. So, might not actually be able to fix that. We've just had a bit of an unlucky world. Now, the solution is a bomb, really. But tunnel nucleus will now spawn a bit more erratically. They will also do a bit of a bigger explosion. They should be a bunch better. Have I had time to test it? Have I? Fuck. 45, 46, 47, 48. And I need 16 more then. Yeah, dirty, but it doesn't matter. Only one of them's a real hive mind. The rest are just there for shits and giggles. I mean, there's our one. Which I... Oh, look. Are we, by any chance, were you working on it? Because it just finishes there. Yeah, you can see we've lost a segment there. We haven't actually lost too much, I don't think. Quite surprised. Let's think. I was going to... Oh yes, I have to stay well away from that. That's cool. Huh? I thought I did. Did I not? Did I forget to craft the super heists? Oh, super... Bollocks. What? Oh, bollocks. I just made totally the wrong thing. I meant to make heists. Mark 1 power boosters. Where do we hide those? In here, I think. Don't actually think I send them outside. Two. Okay.
Crafting, crafting, crafting.
Yes, the limiting factor is almost definitely, yeah, these ones desperately trying to drop stuff off. Yeah, Joseph, but I'm awesome. So, there we go. You should know me by now. I never say never. If I put paste back into there, that does actually give me more paste, doesn't it? Like, putting paste into a super one gives you 8 paste back. Good job. $1,400, 800, 500, 300, done. Now, if we'd had these at the beginning, I'd have like 1 billion paste. No, a super version is 1 in, 8 out, and it's much quicker as well. And it is specifically designed, specifically mentions coal at a 1:8 ratio. So your limit really is how quickly you can get stuff into this hopper. More than anything else. Is that, are those actually not working? So those two are. Oh, I guess it's filling up that one for preference and that one's never emptying. Oh, I've done it again. Oh man, I made the ceiling get the same thing in the walls. What was it doing? Oh no, and I've misclicked. Paste. Huh? I have paste on the hotbar so I can see how much I've got left, you dog. I can't really think of a way I can actually yeah, kind of, Brett. I mean, the problem is running the damn thing. Theoretically, yes. Okay, I tell you what, while we're waiting for this to fill up again, let us go and A, get these, and then B, we will make the doors for our room. And our room controller, and Kuko, I don't know if you saw the picture from earlier, I have attempted to make the rooms Idiot proof. I know. Generic room controller.
Crafting.
I don't even have any room yet. Rooms. Okay, airlock inner.
Crafting.
Airlock outer.
Crafting.
Shouldn't need anything else. I might make a med bow, I won't. So this is not a room of purpose, this is a room of next patch more than anything else. 3, and that one, and then something to walk on. 1, 2, 3, and then the actual thing itself. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Put it. Airlock outer. Well, we were having it. I will try and replicate the issue we were having earlier, because it was a fair issue, and I was watching people and seeing if they could work it out, and the answer is no, they couldn't. Okay, so here's our room. Now, what we had down there is we had a room with some stuff in it like this. I'll make it out of chevrons, so it's a bit more obvious though. Okay, so we had a room and we had some things in the room like this. Now, the person who happened to build the room controller happened to build it opposite a thing. Now, what they didn't spot, and please let this work, what they didn't spot was that the blue stuff didn't work there. But now, is that better? Does that help? Does that make it more obvious why? So if I put that here, you can see that it goes to the walls, and you can see why. You can see why it's blocked. So hopefully this will help. Did I mess this up? Yeah, I totally did. So do you think that will, would that have solved the issue that we previously had? I think yes. I certainly hope yes. Get rid of that. Pop this there. Put it there. Hopefully it's... To be honest, now looking at the blue stuff, it's pretty obvious. Well, you would think. But it wasn't obvious in the particular set we had because it was about here or something like that. Now, things obviously, if you don't like, if you're like, oh, why is it not there? But now, hopefully, that'll be slightly better. Cannot locate ceiling. You are correct. My frame rate is awful. So, just so we know, frame rate at this point, with all the combat going on, with everything running, my frame rate is 60 odd. That's, you know, it's alright. Yeah, quite happy with 60. Put down the room controller. This is for Buggis. Click, put down the room controller. My frame rate. Why is that not a room? Oh, cannot find ceiling. So my frame rate's 60. Make it into a room. My frame rate is now 130. However, did I just see outside? Did I actually see mobs? I thought I fixed that. Certainly thought I fixed that. Oh great, now I can't see any mobs. Oh man, that would work for X-ray on me. Oh, I did have one. It's here. It is. See another segment we lost. Well, I don't know about genius. A genius would have done it like 3 years ago. But you know, above average maybe. Okay, I can see the wings of a wasp. Yeah. That's very annoying. Oh, I think I may have only done the... Oh well, I'm not that fussed. A little bit annoyed at most. Now, how do we want to light this? How do we want to set this up? So, again, this is to a degree a showcase world. So it's not really an indication of how quickly you could have completed it, or indeed building it in the most efficient and awesome way. What it is a beginning of an example to sort of say to people, well, what can I do with the rooms? Why should I build the rooms? What are they for? Also kind of fun. Ah, this is the wrong way around. How annoying. Do I have any plants on me? Do I? Fuck. Oh, I have an undergrowth. So, as far as I know, and I'll be honest, oh, great. How did that fully grow instantly? Oh, shit. I was hoping not to have to fix any more bugs. God damn it. Oh, no, wait, hold on. There's no exploit there. Oh, or is there? Hold on. How many underground seeds do I have? 2. So I plant a seed, or a plant. 2, 2. Now I am duplicating. Fuck. Well, I don't even like that plant anyway, so let's go get one I actually like. Yeah, Dirty Keeper, it's as if I'm trying to encourage people to build stuff inside rooms. I know, right? Oh man, the Falcors have done a good job of destroying Mother Earth, haven't they? Herbivores, sorry. Now, interestingly, as I may have mentioned before, that really helps the frame rate. Not really helps it, but it does help it. No, it's okay. I just want these ones. Okay, so I've got 0 coxcombs. Now I should have 1 coxcomb, 1 coxcomb seed. And if I plant it, it should not have planted at full size. It should have planted at 0 size and then grown. Kohaka, if you've got a decent GPU, 0. All the plants are a pure graphic effect. But as your base gets bigger, you don't really want to be wasting thread time on plant updates. That helps there a bit. Plus, look how barren it is. Look how barren it looks. Like you can see where the Falcor range ended. I think that's awesome. Oh yeah, 1060 is fine. I mean like a 4 series or a 5 series card. I mean, you know, not decent. I guess of all the things I'm not really worried about people exploiting by growing plants too quickly is quite high up the list, but these definitely were working. Okay, we do have some. We are in a room, right? Yeah. Okay. No plant detected. I think we have an argument going on between client and server here. What is going on with that? So I shouldn't be able to plant the plant anyway. And that's kind of, if I plant an underground, it should, see, it shouldn't have planted. Now if I plant one here, it immediately goes no. Oh god, I thought I had this things. Kohaka, what was that Voodoo 2? Voodoo 1 had 4 megs. Voodoo 2 came in an 8 and a 12 meg version. I'm going to build a normal hydroponics a sec. Oh, Jeremiah, they are already used for things. Don't worry, you'll find out. Patches, well, patches just be out very soon, but we'll see how things go as I continue to find stuff wrong. It might be that we don't ship till tomorrow. Alright, so this one, oh bugger, they didn't waste around. Okay. Sorry, fix that. What I'll do though is I'll make this patch tonight regardless. Kohaka, I very much doubt it was PCI. Very, very much. Almost definitely Visa local bus, not PCI. I do like these though. Let's put it over here where it's darker. I do like those a lot. I don't have anything to showcase here particularly, but it just looks really nice. Or whatever. I call this particular art installation Sad Turret. I was hoping to release it today, but that ain't gonna happen. Too many things going wrong at the last moment, as apparently is my life. Unknown block detected. Huh? Ha. Hydro canopy knowledge. Yeah, I don't know what that is, but I do know what this is. Yeah. Oh man, Bogus, you've. Well, I can actually show you this without making a room. That's cool. And the answer is grommets. Now, grommets are a real thing. There's a reason that the grommet in Wallace and Gromit, there's a character called Grommet. I thought I fixed the sun. Bloody hell. Ah well. In Wallace and Gromit, there's a character called Grommet, and the reason he was called Grommet is Grommet's a real thing. A grommet is a way of putting something from one thing to the other. Now, let's just pretend for a moment that this is our room, okay? There's the edge of the room, and here it is. And you've got, I don't know, you have a conveyor belt with 16 plants on it, okay? And here's your room wall. So we're just going to pretend that we have a room here. So here's your room. It's in there. Oh no. How are you going to get it through? Because you've got some sort of machine here. You've got another hopper for whatever reason. So what you use is you use a logistics grommet. A logistics grommet looks like this. A logistics grommet does that. Easy peasy. If you want to be neat, there's nothing stopping you putting the storage hopper there. Just remember, the only thing that can go into a logistics grommet is a conveyor belt. So don't ask me about matter movers, don't ask me about anything else, just that one. And there is a similar equivalent for power. Power works very nicely with PSBs and generators. Hence we have all these rooms. And here's our so I don't think any of you guys have still quite got enough height. I really like having these more high up walkways so you can sort of look at stuff. Yes, you can build them next to each other. Don't think we have anywhere we have, but you can. You can also make them all sorts of multi-story things. I'll show you. Again, this is why this world exists. I'm going to just invite people, if they want to know how worlds exist, just come and join this server when it's out. You won't have build permission, but you can also have 2-story buildings. So I'm just going to delete the room controller so we can just pop it back in. I'm going to make a hole in the wall just so it's not a room. So you can see the way that you can see it's working out the extents of the room with the red lines, and it's telling me, hey, fill in that hole. Fill in the hole. Lights go on. The room. So you can have 2-story rooms if you so want to for whatever reason. It's totally a thing. And I noticed that someone has disconnected this grommet. And we have no power. No power means no... I thought someone had done that. Let's hook that back up. Don't need a lot of power, but we do need some. Yeah, but Box, anyone can join. So I'm going to put a battery on top. Oh no, that's the on top of Chrome. I'm going to put a battery on top of that, and oh, can I convert to an organic? Let's get 24/7 power. But yeah, Bogus, anyone can join the server. That's quite important to note. It just means that people will be able to go, oh, I don't know what to do with, and I'm like, join the server, have a look. And I'm like, oh wow, that's brilliant. So, solar panel, PSB, and let's go inside the room. And now, as you can see, the power's coming through because someone cut the power off because they're an idiot. Because all of this stuff runs off induction plates in the floor. I know we have crafting elsewhere, but I don't use it. Yeah, lift room. Do you like the new attack effect? I like that. I think that's cool. Don't know, Core Hawker. Didn't get that far. So here is our cargo lift room, all apart from copper, which is copper just magically. Oh, alright, it comes in there. So yeah, this is where our lift's set up. So we have one room just for the cargo lifts, and at the top we have monitoring stations for the stuff. I noticed that the tin that still hasn't run out. Titanium. I'm still wondering if there's a bug, by the way. Yeah, Bogus, I mean, what I might do for a while is I might freeze the server. So I might remove all builders and just leave the server running for a month or so. That way people will get to sort of have a look around, and it means it's kind of a self-documenting way of looking at the game, which should be quite cool. I'm tempted to actually add on the main screen sort of a join the server thing, I'd like eventually to add a full tour cart, so you get in a tour cart and just wander around. So as you can see there, the gold ore pre-smoothing, post-smoothing, much better. But I mean, this really indicates more of an issue with our base than anything else. Well, most issue is we're not spending our resources anywhere near fast enough. Well, the thing is, WJG, we'll probably kill the surface attacks, probably, and then just leave the server, like pre-Frozen Factory, and then about halfway through the next month, we'll probably start a new server with robotics, and then towards the end of the month, start up a get into Frozen Factory and see about doing a polishing of Frozen Factory. It's a vague plan, at least. But yeah, I don't think we've put enough walkways in the rooms. I think the walkways look awesome. Yes, the main. Kohaka, man, you need to look at the roadmap. There's a roadmap on the server. The main thrust for next month is robotics, and I've forgotten what else. Let me look at the roadmap. 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 Where's it gone? Future patch roadmap. Next month. Purchase mode. That's going to be fun. A complete redo of the effect stack, client caching of world data. I'm gonna tweak. Well, I'm not done. Robots implemented, critters implemented, orbital railgun usable, a Robomania mode implemented, rooms for toxic cold and surface, potentially move to 2018 and a separate thread for Unity visibility. So I've got some real technical shit next month and some fun stuff. After having watched about 5 seconds of video of, what's that game called? Galactic Minor Dwarves or something? I forgot what it's called. I've got a good idea. I've had an idea just watching it. But yeah, I was going to sort of ship it tonight, but I won't. So tomorrow, I doubt I'll stream. I saw that. It's because I moved away and this is a big room. Yeah, I doubt I'll stream. I'm going to be fixing the last of these bugs, and then I will be. I think it's I think it's my favourite room. My favourite lot. I don't know. So many favourites. What I do like, definitely, is kind of an entranceway. With light number this one. But I like them to be darker than that. I like them to be just the tiniest hint of blue. So 2 blue, 1 green. I think it looks cool. Happy with that. So overall, the rooms have been designed to be forgiving. Within certain tolerances, within certain limits, you are pretty much free to do what you like. I've certainly tried as much as I can to make them nice rather than mean. Maybe I want it there like that. That's quite nice. Anyway, how about a reward system? I mean, you might know what you're talking about, but I don't think anybody else does. Oh, unknown block detected? Really? Is it just the... No, I think it's just the thingy again. So, yeah. I mean, performance is pretty good. I mean, our last base was doing 20 by this point. And now we're doing 50. It doesn't feel like 50, but that's probably because I'm streaming. But yeah, it was genuinely doing 50 frames a second by 20 frames a second at this point. Definitely some weird issues, but I mean, this is my fault. I've put a big glowy thing on the inside of it. It's probably not going to be a retrospect. Oh yeah. Lights to drop paste. Hydroponics racing? Facing. Looks cool though. Falcors just looks so awesome. Can't remember why I Look, there's a super heist and a paste and a attack scanner. Don't remember dropping that, but cool. I was going to limit the attack scanners to only inside rooms, and then I was just like, you know what? I think I'd be happy if people built these just everywhere. So, you know, go mad. But they look cool inside rooms. I mean, that's what they're kind of designed for, obviously. I mean, you can put one there if you want to. Or you can confuse people and put it upside down. It's not perfect, but it's not bad. Support for the reward chest. Yeah, but that ain't happening. That's a note, not it's not on the roadmap. And until it's on the roadmap, it's just something somewhere in my head. Yeah, pretty good. Pretty good. That's not where I meant to go. But yeah, Kuko, I guess we're going to have to kill the surface mines because otherwise eventually the server will just come down under the weight of items. Like, eventually it will. Brett, I'm assuming you're talking about patch 17 logistics Falcors, not patch 18 logistics Falcors, which obviously have the filtering system in them. Kohaka, I'm getting a oh god, what's it called? Forgotten now. It's from whoa. It's from a place called Mod Pizza, which are just fantastic. Like when I eat Domino's, I kind of feel like I'm slowly like signing my own death warrant, one pizza at a time. But Mod Pizza, it's not too greasy. It's crispy. Yeah, so it's very nice. But yeah, I've been building these little temporary setups just to really chew through these veins. So we can start getting rid of the veins. That means we can actually... What's this? Titanium nickel? Dirty Keeper, I hope that's fixed. I did try and fix it. I don't know if I succeeded. Certainly tried to, though. Oh man, I don't have enough batteries. Do now. The good thing is, there's no such thing as too much ore, really. So they should chew through that fairly quickly. Probably not quickly enough, but you know, reasonably quickly. But it just means you've got these little temporary setups that just chew through ore. Okay, so titanium is, oh sorry, nickel is this one. That's fine. Oh man, I don't have many crystal clocks. Oh, sad face. But yeah, I suspect this will last about 15 minutes, if that. So I don't care how it looks, because I'll just cut it up when it's done. But it means we're getting stuff off the ping, and we're keeping our thing up. I think, to be honest, though, all I have to do at this point is make the OET and I'm done, really. Which is probably quite a good idea to do before we ship the patch. I'll tell you what, though. Let me just set this up, and then I will... I'm running in a build. I'll push this build live. So, Kukor, you'll be able to join. As I know you're gagging to join, and we can get the OET. You know, I doubt I'll achieve it tonight. So, because that's a build. I'm running in a build. That's fine. Upload. Win 64. So I'm uploading the build now, even as we speak. That's the wrong one. That should be here. Lights drop pace. Nickel right now. Okay, no, I'm sure we can. Don't forget, I mean, we can throw nickel up there at an incredible rate, but we'll check. I'll check once it's back up. Okay, so as soon as this is done, it will be live for everybody, so because I'm nice like that. And come on, restream. Wow, it's 5 people on Mixer. Hello. That probably makes me like in the top 1%. It's surprising how few people use Mixer, because quite frankly, Mixer is pretty good. Like, Mixer is really very good. So I've been watching Dire Wolf use it, and like you can see where Mixer hiccups. And when Mixer hiccups, it doesn't do what Twitch does, which is just to get further and further and further behind. It just catches up, and it's brilliant. It's just thoroughly brilliant. Super heist and attack scanners. One of the bits I also kind of look forward to with FortressCraft 2 is getting rid of a bunch of machines. Just like completely getting rid of them, like totally. And then I can like focus on the current ones. Okay, so we are going to update P18 nightly. Now while I'm doing that, so patch 18 nightly should be click uploaded. I'm going to try building a Linux build, so I can do both. Okay, I need to close Unity. I don't know, Cork. I need to go through a lot of things. And I will also... There we go. So, patch is live for testing. Server is live for testing. And I am currently in a window you guys can't see, making the Linux build. Well, Kohakom, it's the end of the month. Although I'm now beginning to push. Thank yay for a good PC. Because I'm now pushing. I'm now making a build and streaming and running the game. That is why I had to buy a ridiculous computer. Which kind of makes me sad. I wish I didn't have to. Yeah, but on the flip side, it makes me happy. Right. But yeah, Cuckoo, I don't think we're going to have a problem with nickel, really. I think we will... Whoa, it's gone already. But now, you see, I can now start... So what I'll do is, if I get rid of all these, you see, a specific ore ping will just start to find them. But it just means you can just start to chew through all of the nearby veins. But yeah, you are right, there does seem to be a distinct lack of nickel. There does look like a lot of ones. But yeah, they do seem to be very bitty, which is strange. That was bonkers, that was. 38,000. I mean, it could just be unlucky level gen. I mean, that does happen. Do they not offload their last ore? Do they just not actually not have any ore? Can't tell. We're at 500 down. I mean, honestly, the cold cavern starts like there. Like seriously, if we were any deeper, we couldn't even use conveyor belts. We are within 5 meters of the cold cavern. But I don't know why we're getting these very odd small veins. It's just the way, procedural generation works. I mean, that is the curse of procedural generation, of course. Okay, so that is on nickel one. So this is correct. Oh, also, I'm surprised no one commented. I did mention it earlier on Discord. I finally remembered I put some new music in the game. So the cold caverns now have 2 different bits of music depending on what part of the game you're in. So normally you get the sort of the old music, but once the C5 is built, you get different music, and it's cool. Be interested to see what happens with this patch. I haven't dared look at the because we've just gone into another sale. I guess I should. We've just gone into another sale, you say. Ventilators don't do anything this patch. Ah, bloody hell. That's got to be a first. It'll be interesting to see what happens when this patch comes out, though, because obviously we are very much I'm changing a lot this month, and it might be people are like, holy shit, this is brilliant, and it might be that people absolutely hate it. So I guess we will find out. We'll find out pretty soon, actually. Find out tomorrow, day after tomorrow. Oh shit, why does this... Okay, I don't know. How did this get power? What did I break? Ah, I broke that. I hope I didn't... Well, I guess my locks aren't a real problem. Yeah, this was the lunar sale, whatever it is. I look forward genuinely to having control over my own game, because I don't think sales are worth it. I disagree with my publisher. So when I first started doing FortressCraft, okay, which was quite a while ago, the landscape was very different. And when I say that, what I mean is it's stuff like sales were important. Like, not everybody was always in a sale, but now, people just wait for stuff to come on sale just out of, like, as a matter of course. So Factorio, bless them, they said they're never going to go into sales, which will happen right until they are not making as much money as they are right now. But I think I might do something with FortressCraft 2, just saying that I've undersold this game for so long. Because people still complain like Frozen Factory is too expensive. I'm like, it's not too expensive, it's the base game is too cheap. Well, don't forget, Stra, I don't put the game into sales. That is very much done by the... oh, well, see, there's the... You can see green things. That's the Toxic Factory. You can see that's the Toxic Factory just there. Look. Oh, Linux is built. Let's upload. Conveyor wedge self-craft bug. Yes, yes. Look, see, I had 0 down slope conveyors. Dum dum dum. Pretty good, eh? Yep. Andy reminded me, like, during a stream, and I'm like, shit, you're totally right, so I fixed it. I'll tell you what, though, I'm going to have to start thinking about some more work floor excavating, because we're beginning to run out of build area here. So if I pop that area here, so we'll just continue exploring. So I think this was a Mylock farm, but I suspect, yes, it's too close now. Where's the other Mylock farm? It's up by... it's up by Lithium. So we upgraded these to Mark 3s. Well, you see, unfortunately, Stru, your phrasing is how many people think that it doesn't entitle you to shit. It entitles you to a game that, well, nothing. It doesn't even entitle you to the game that runs. You've got refunds if it doesn't. But what it actually entitles you to is very little. Wow. How did that just come up? The problem is I haven't got the editor open. It's quite hard for me to just go and... Yeah, well, it's true. I mean, the problem is that many people feel that when they've bought a game, they deserve so much patches. I mean, I've had people have a go at me for not putting the right stuff in the free patches. I'm like, are you for real? Are you actually complaining about the free stuff? No one's forcing you to have it. It's a disappointing and saddening way, but that is just the way it is these days. Sadly. Oh, I might want those. Probably don't want those. Definitely don't want those. See, I just use the Mylocks as garbage disposal. 200 resin. 200 of these, sorry, don't need those. Pussy puss. Yeah, I am gonna make a note, by the way, on this release. I'm gonna say, welcome to the 18th patch since we left early access. So I don't know if you noticed. People have stopped saying, oh, it's early access. Now they're saying it should be early access. Like, you know, the dev has just taken it out of early access. Oh, I did that a long time ago, matey. Right, that should... Well, that's interesting. That should have stopped lower than that. I've changed that. Now, is that because this world... Oh. Why? That's very annoying. That's one of the things I've changed, is the lift stop this. I tested it. This world was definitely created on P18. Oh, maybe not. Yeah. World created in version over network. That'll be why. Hey, look, they're a lot faster, the bosses. Yay! 17,000 threat. Okay. So is it over here where we're making the pods? Because Kukul seems to think that I was saying I guess we are. So we do need to just worry about nickel. Titanium, right, so we just need to worry about the nickel. That's fine. Some of it, Brett, is something I've been thinking about. So I don't know if you guys have seen Galactic Dwarf Mine, Deep Rock Galactic. Okay, so this is a game written by some people who have very obviously played FortressCraft. Now, they did talk about Left 4 Dead quite a lot. Not in the thing. So basically, imagine FortressCraft meets Left 4 Dead, okay? So we're not talking about a game with a great deal of depth. We're not talking about a game with the automation. So I don't know if you guys played Left 4 Dead, but you go into a level, you complete the level. So the idea of this game is you go in, you do some digging, you come out. Now, don't get me wrong, this looks fucking awesome. Like, properly awesome. But gameplay-wise, this is going to be almost literally the exact opposite of FortressCraft. So, in this next shot, check out the mining drill. It's like a baby magma board, but it is way cooler. Right? That is freaking awesome. I love that shit. And I was thinking, should I make FortressCraft more arcadey? Or should I not worry about combat? Should I be worrying about... I mean, look at this... Oh, bugger. Or should I be worrying about making it much more nerdy and logistical? Or should I try and continue to sort of do a bit of both? That's totally glorious looking. But I suspect, given the amount of flares in the game as well, there is no way these guys have not played Fortress. Look at the flares, for heaven's sake. I love this fucking robot here. I love it to bits. I don't know anything about the game other than it looks really cool. Sorry, I muted it. But gameplay-wise, it's very little to do with FortressCraft. Those things don't have to look like glow pods, though. But it's an arcadey game. You go in, you have to complete it, get your resources, and then get out. Pretty cool. But I wonder whether or not I should actually grab some more of that. I mean, it's a much more arcade again. Now the problem is doing games like that is very hard. So full marks them. It'd be interesting to see whether or not, because I've watched I don't know, I watched about 20 minutes of Yogs play it, right? It's a lot less exciting when they're playing it than in that trailer. That trailer is a good trailer. But perhaps it's not an entirely fair indication of exactly how the game actually is. Which is how you do trailers. Oh yeah, absolutely, Zebra. I've obviously copied that game. That game's going to be popular, but they've been getting Yogs to play it for like the last whatever. They've dropped, I don't even want to know how much money on promoting it. They've got a lot of money and a big team, and it looks great, and I hope it does well. But yeah, I suspect I will get accused of copying it. Even if I never play it, I'll probably still get accused of copying it. So what was it we were lacking up top? We were lacking nickel. Oh, Q-Core, yes, I did hook up nickel. Is nickel, what is the chemical symbol for nickel? Is it really nickel? It is Ni. Okay. Yeah, I have hooked it up. Or I thought I did. Yeah, it's coming through at a... Oh, I didn't put a drill motor on there. Yeah, we should get a lot more up now. I'm quite surprised I didn't actually have any other drill motors. I usually carry around a couple of high tier ones just for emergencies. But I did. Certainly. Why is that? Oh, it's probably just network servery stuff. No, see, that's a different question. You said, did I hook up nickel? The answer is yes. Has the titanium finished? No. That's a different question. Titanium still has a whole 1,000 left to get. Oh, wait, sorry, we're going to get 2,000 out of it. Can I explain that stack of hoppers? What these? For the, yeah, a lift comes down there. Oh, Kuko, pay attention. We're currently mixing nickel and titanium because we don't have a titanium lift at this level. But I'm clearing this vein. I'm clearing this vein. Once this vein's finished, we'll get another 2,000 titanium and that's it. The titanium will all be gone. Titanium, gold, titanium. Yeah, so Korhaki was saying about the... I think... Actually, I can demonstrate with... where's it gone? I can demonstrate with the conveyor belts, okay? Yeah. Toxic cavern, not toxic cavern. That's the bit where it changes. I made it super subtle for things. But yeah, I didn't... for the coal cavern. Q-Core, no, it's just to get rid of this big vein here. It's all the big vein is, just to get rid of the big vein. The huge stack. Joseph, it's where we're getting our secondary and tertiary crafting materials from. Does that answer your question? Not sure how I can answer it apart from that. But yeah, Kuko, all messing aside, we do seem to be having some sort of weird titanium, weird nickel lack in this server. We really do, and I don't know why. This belt is probably a lot busier than it looks too. I don't have any more transport pipes. I thought I did. A to Z. I do have 11. Well, that's not going to get me very far. Joseph, I can, yeah. I think credit for that one goes to CDR. Actually, let's just touch on what Kukor says. Right, Kukor, no. Right? All of the materials, all of them have exactly the same numbers for generating it, right? All of them. The only difference is that nickel, I think, is the deepest. Okay? But at a given depth, I guarantee you, they are all the same. They might not feel the same, but I promise you they are. So, Joseph, let's start at the beginning. So let's just take people quick through. So here we have the lifts and the smelters. So here is where we have our cargo lifts down from the depths. We have our base monitors to monitor the base. Apparently some soft light. There we go. There's our gold. We have a lot of titanium going through, but that's fine. And here's our nickel. We have. So, our bars coming through here into this room. Now, the reason it's in a room is it speeds stuff up. Also, people get saying to me, can I put cargo lists in rooms? And I kept saying yes. So we just put them in a room to shut people up. We then have the... It goes along here into our mass storage room. Our mass storage room does two things. It mass storages and it taps off bars. Now, you don't need bars very much, just a little bit. Saronis, Roy points out, you said automation. There's no automation in Deep Rock Galactic any more than there's automation inside Left 4 Dead. Think of it as Left 4 Dead with mining. So here's our mass storage. It's not quite as separated as it could be, hence there's nearly 300 in this one, but it's fine. Thankfully, Tier 2... Q-Core, just for reference, I usually keep Tier 1 and Tier 2 mass storage together because you tend to pull them out the same. Anyway, here's our mass storage room. Again, it's in a room. When I'm outside the room, it don't render. I'm just going to make the Linux build live now. Elfie, if you are there, it would be most appreciated if you could tell me if I'd fucked up. As soon as Steam refreshes, P18 nightly. I have to do another build tomorrow as well. Okay, so Linux should now be updated. And I need to bring back Discord so I can see what's going on. Okay, so that's the mass storage room. And next, oh, look at the reflection, it's just so gorgeous. And next to this one is our primary and, to be fair, secondary crafting setup. So this makes things like crystal clocks, this makes things like, this one's a lot less cramped. So into here comes all of our bars, and that then does some quite nice and neat high-speed setups. You know, so they're not cramped up, they're not covered up, they're nice and spread out. This is good. This is how it should be. It's a little bit, I don't quite know what's going on here or why they're not the same, but anyway. And this crafts alloy blocks, this crafts all sorts of things, but totally out of nickel. Uh-oh, that's interesting. Cuco, we might have a problem. We're not getting nickel through here, but we are full on nickel there. I guess we might just be out of nickel at that end. So what happens is these all get pushed through out to, here's our output, clickety, 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 through the logistics, through the logistics things. The networking is struggling a wee bit here. If you hang around in an area for a few seconds, it helps. And then there's just simply a bunch of conveyor belts to do it up, and then they're labelled. So, chocolate thin coils, hardened whatever, and you can just grab whatever you like. Ta-da! It probably is out of nickel. Well, you say that, but one of the rows is full. I guess we're just not taking any steel. That's what it is. So yeah, assuming there's capacity left in it. Yeah, it's full. That's why. It's totally full. What I will do is I will take that nickel and I will slap it back in here where it's useful. That'll help slightly. But yeah, I'm not sure if we've got stockpilers on the input, do we? Stocking port set to 0. The limit set to 0. 0. What? Okay, 8,000. Okay, we have 8,000 of... These limits are pretty huge. Yeah, but we're at 4,500. And titanium's over because obviously I was pulling a vein out. But nickel doesn't have a limit. No. It's not because I pushed it. I did not push 4,500 bars of titanium up here. But nickel's set to 0. Oh no, there's 0 in there. I'm such an idiot. No, I'm an idiot. Or I did a lot more titanium than I thought. Yeah, I'll be honest. That's not really the design. It's not really the plan for the slope conveyors, but it works. It doesn't hurt anyone, so cool. Right. How is that titanium doing? Must be nearly out. Yeah, it's nearly out. So Q-core... Wait, no, what's not set? I was going to say, though, do we have capacity? Was there free capacity in it? Titanium. Or did you, like, work out there's 4,500 for 5 bars and you left 0 spare capacity? I am using Mixer. Yes, and if there's stream lag, that's down to you to write complete and understandable sentences. Hey, here's a nickel vein. Oh, God. I don't even think I need to bother with multiples. I think just one here. Yeah, for all I can... I mean, Mixer is still better. Yeah, Mixer's still got better lag than Twitch. Twitch has always had big lag. It surprises me, as I've said before, that OBS does not offer multi-stream. I don't think I should have to use Restream. I think it's ridiculous I'm having to use a program to do multi-streaming. Plus minus 10% is not much. Yeah, that's not much leeway. Oh, bugger. Yeah, I guess part of the problem right now, we're not really spending any materials, are we? I mean, that's definitely an issue. To be fair, Kuko, when I hooked that one up, I initially thought it was a nickel line. I didn't think that one was titanium. So yeah, mea culpa. You kind of want a dumb stocking port, don't you? You just want a stocking port that all it says is whatever you put in me, the limit's 4,500 or whatever. I'll tell you what though. Let's if I can make any blank ore pings, which I don't think I touched the recipe for them, so hopefully they're all right. Blank ore ping, good.
Crafting.
Yeah, okay, that is definitely, well, not screwy, but it's definitely rubbish. There's a reasonable vein there. And by reasonable, I do mean reasonable, not good. Oh, Zebra, no, it's not that. It's just, it's fine, it's fine. It wasn't on purpose. It's all good. Yeah, there is one up there. Well, okay, then, Kukor, the solution here is to spend it. Like, I don't really think we're doing much with our tier 2. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I just think it's just kind of sitting there, just accumulating. Again, bars is not useful. Having shit tons of bars is not a useful state of affairs under any circumstances. Well, there's 500,000 nickel ore. That's better. But I don't think right now we're actually spending titanium on anything. We really should be, shouldn't we? Oh, where's my work for excavator? I did have one, I thought. Well, no, it doesn't have to be. It doesn't matter what we spend. Anything out the mass storage is fine. Doesn't matter what we do. But we're not spending any of it. We just need nickel for pods, and then we're kind of like game complete. Again, we've moved so slowly in this. I mean, that's kind of the problem, really, isn't it? I do have one in my... Must pick it up. But that's the problem. We've just moved so slowly in this game. On rapid. It's not like Greg, where you're just kind of waiting a lot. Oops, missed. But I don't know what we can spend the titanium on. We've done all the kind of the base research. Oh, for God's sake. Well, there is, but there's no specific... Again, it doesn't need to be... It could be gold. Gold is fine. Going and collecting a few hundred gold wires will help a lot. Yeah, and unfortunately that requires nickel. We don't really want to be spending nickel. But yeah, gold wires, go grab like 500 gold wires, or whatever, and that will free up some space in the mass storage for the nickel to go in. But yeah, or make more room for more pods if it's all sort of gone through. Brett, it's a reference to Greg Tech, I think it's called. It's a Minecraft... it's not a mod, I don't think. I think it's a hard mode mod for, I want to say Feed the Beast, but I don't really know. For something. It's a hard mode mod for a Minecraft thing. You can tell I don't really know. It's basically just, not even hard. I mean, to say it's hard is a bit of a... I don't have any batteries, so that'll do for the moment. It's not even hard mode, it's just complicated, just difficult. No, not slow. It's slow. Let's call it slow. We do make gold wires actually, Kukor. There's a copper wire and a gold wire machine, and there's a comment next that says DJ please. Thank you. It's a hard mod for Industrial Craft 2. That man said so, and he sounds like he knows what he's talking about.
Crafting.
I have improved T2 recipes, certainly. I bet they were in the last patch. But yeah, it's not as if I've had any spare time. So we want to go down 1, 2... Booger. Is that 2 or 3? That's actually, that'll do for the moment. We'll go down there, and then we'll go. Oh, that's the right height. That's good. That's perfect. We'll clear this out. It's nice when you get to this point. You've just got virtually unlimited power. Now I'm trying to think if there's a chance I did break ore generation, because I did change something. I can't remember what it was. It will say. No, I just changed chrome and moly. I remember. Good. Now I can actually put a laser here rather than firing up. Yeah, this should spread out. So yeah, should be actually be able to get. There we go. I should have got some hardened whatnots while I was down there, so I can make some transport pipes. Fuck off. And there's gold in the way, of course there is. We should just set logistics Falcors. Super logistics Falcors. There's no such thing. Right, well then we'll go down here, I hope. Wait, where are they coming from? Oh, I've gone too far. So again, something that I like to do, and I don't think enough people do, is I like to just put down work for excavators. Certainly at this point, just put them everywhere and just clear out what's going on. A, it makes life easier. That's quite important. B, it definitely makes things prettier, and that's also important for screenshots. Right. Elfie, did you get a chance to have a look? Did I manage to make a Linux build? Did that work? I'm just going to come back in a minute because that's just annoying me. I'll make sure that we've got enough turret coverage. Yeah, Crystal Void's up, but right now, instead of the fluffy one sleeping in his box, he's sleeping on the floor because he's a cat and he can sleep wherever he likes. I can probably point the camera at the other one though. I'm not feeding you, I'm just talking about you. How's that one? There we go. There's one of them. And hi, ZZ Mike TV ZZ. How are you? Guess you're a fan of that band ZZ Top, aren't you? Oh, wow, this is horrible, and I apologise so much for my horrificness. I'll go this way. Right. I can do some light here so I see what the hell I'm doing. And down we go. Yep. Down we go. And I don't have enough conveyors on me. Of course I don't. The new limit for Minox. I don't know. What is the new limit for Minox? How about we start by you explaining what you're talking about? Yes, that seems like a good plan. The too deep limit, 1,000 meters? It's not one you like to hit. Hardened machine blocks. We're going to start running out of these, aren't we? There you go, hardened machine blocks. Don't forget, Kuko, for some reason we still have virtually no transport pipes. I don't know why. We're nearly using conveyors everywhere. Transport pipes are a lot faster. Brett, I vary. I like to mix it up a little. Yeah, I've just picked up like 1,000. Huh? Because there's a Mark III turret like here, you muppet. Right, where did I put my new nickel vein? Minox have to be within 1,000 meters of the hive mind. Don't think that's really an issue here, though, somehow. There's the manufacturing mark. There it is. Okay. Oh, man, crystal clocks. I didn't bring any with me. Damn it. I don't know, Boggis. The problem is it's a lot of work, and I'm not that happy with the current behaviour of the wedge anyway, the slope wedge. So maybe not. The Minox farm's at lithium, by the way, Kuko, and has been for about 3 days and 12 hours or something. It's interesting on Rapid, we're kind of running out of things to do, really. I mean, we're fixing a big screw up with the nickel and the titanium, but it's surprising how quickly we can chew through the content even when we're not really trying. No, I didn't actually build those, did I? Let's make some transport pipes. Yay. Motorized conveyor is at transport pipe speed. Motorized conveyor is literally as fast as I can run the code. That's one of the major things about FortressCraft 2, is I am going to slow everything down, because then that lets us go faster. So right now, I cannot make a transport pipe faster than the current transport pipe. It's just not possible. To do that, I would have to make machines that transport pipes that could carry more than one item, which is obviously a lot more complicated than just making it a bit faster. Oh, bugger, the wrong way around. Okay, this is all backed up. Really? Yeah, does seem to be. Why is this all on the outside one? What have I done wrong? Or is it just... Let's push that into this one, because the outside one... Oh, we're out. Yeah, okay, the titanium's gone. Entirely 100% gone. Yay, good. Grab up my little temporary mining operation. Tidy up very slightly by filling in the world with toxic stone. Just going to see how much gold is in this vein. This was I say a reasonable vein, but reasonable for around here anyway. But yeah, I do feel like there might be an issue with the generation of the ore. I do, but I've played enough worlds to know that if we started another world, we might be like, wow, there's so much nickel that I seriously need to nerf it. It's like if I get like 20 posts on the forum all saying what's happened to the ore, it's all this bitty horrible stuff, then we have a problem. But it's probably quite unlikely that's the case. Possible, but not likely. Let's just clear out here as well. But this totally feels broken. I totally feel that, but I'm fairly sure it's actually not. I mean, that's the thing. You are, as you just said, we are supposed to progress onto the toxic caverns. Just the toxic caverns are much more difficult, but of course give much better size veins. Wow, it's as if it was on purpose. Yeah, I wish that jumping spiders guy would stop like trying to say, can I just have one machine that's the best? He doesn't seem to like making decisions. That's something I was trying to say. Is right now there is no best machine. There is no best logistics machine. They've all got advantages and disadvantages. And I think for all my failures at FortressCraft, one of the things I think I've done very well at is implementing good decisions. So as a player, there is no one best decision. There's just not. I'm getting decent gold. I'm getting what might be a decent nickel over there. I'll move towards that, shall I? Yeah, let's move towards that then. Could do the BFL at this point. Actually, that was freaking miles away. But is in a direction we haven't explored. Interesting. So, true story. True story. I'll tell you a story here. When we shipped FortressCraft, we shipped it with the level generation system. So it picks essentially it picks a random number and it uses that random number in order to generate the world. And every world is different. We all know every world is different. And for a very long time, we would continue to receive people saying, game has too much nickel tin, game doesn't have enough tin. You know, we would receive a number of different reports from different people, and that's fine. That's what you want to hear overall. You want people to say, some people to think it's super broken and like unfair, and some people to think it's incredibly easy. That's good balance. That these people have varying opinions. And we would get a lot of people saying there was too much tin, and we got a lot of people saying there wasn't enough tin. And after about a year, it was quite funny because I discovered a bug. And the bug meant that all of the worlds were different. The rocks were in different places, the landscape was different, the grass was different. But what wasn't different was the ore. So if you were to strip away all of the stuff in every world that wasn't ore, every single world was the same. Not on purpose, this was a bug. But it didn't stop us getting dozens of people getting very angry. There was too much tin, too much copper, not enough lithium, all these different sort of feelings about how the game was. And all of them wrong. And I mean objectively wrong, not just your opinion is wrong, you're actually literally wrong. But the thing is, if you can't see just ore, you almost can't tell that this was the case. It was really funny when I found out, because I checked and I checked and I checked, and I checked and I checked and I checked and I checked, and I was like, this can't be the case. This can't be. I must be mistaken. And I wasn't. Every single world had the seed 65536. Every world's ore had the same seed. The actual world generation had its own seed, and no one noticed. I noticed when I was looking at the code. Exactly. They all had the exact same ore gem, but different worlds. Because you see, I thought there was a particular point in the world where copper and tin and lithium and iron met, there was this weird bit where 4 veins hit, and I would always go, wow, there's another one of those. And then I was like, what's the coordinates? And I put the coordinates. Then I went and had a look on a different level and went, holy shit, it's exactly the same place. Maybe I have a weird bug where and then I was just, no, yeah, I do have a weird bug, and the bug is they're all the same. Yeah, took a long time to notice, but my point is, if you cannot realistically tell if all of the worlds are identical, you have no way of saying there's not enough tin, nickel, lithium, gold, whatever. Like, this totally, I'm not joking, this feels so broken right now. I'm like, I wonder if there's a bug, but then I have to remember, it took me a year to spot the fact that all the levels were the same. And I kept on balancing it as well. Like, I would say, okay, we'll tweak this up, we'll tweak that down, and everyone's world would change. And yet I would still get varied response on how much that worked. My point is that no one noticed. That's the point I'm making. Not that that it was broken, but you can't tell. You have no good way of judging what's going on. So is my fans on? Very cold, yeah. My CPU keeps lighting up red. We do actually have a design for some better transport pipes as well. Though, something I've got a meeting with Todd tomorrow. We want to chat about how we want to approach the FortressCraft 2 plan. Do I want to continue to put stuff in right to the end? Do I want to start holding stuff back? Do I want to start holding stuff back except for patrons and not tell anyone? I don't know. It's a difficult thing. I'm okay, thank you, Umbrella Droid. How are you? But yeah, Kuko, I don't think there's a bug. I just think we've just been a bit unlucky on this particular world gen, that's all. I have just found a 500,000 nickel, I think it was. But I did change the density of molybdenum, but none of the others. Oh, chrome and moly. But yeah, we're getting no titanium and loads of nickel up there now, so that should be okay. And I just cleaned out all of our hardened blocks, so that should hopefully unclog things. Yeah, so Linux is updated. I'll build OS X. So I've got a short list of things to do tomorrow. It's mostly I buggered up the plants, probably only in a network game. Oh, that looks alright. Hold on, there's a nickel here. See, I've purposely not used the higher tier. Oh god, where's the crafting machine? It's the manufacturing plant. I can't see because of all the glow. There it is.
Crafting.
What I don't want to do is find them and then accidentally tear a hole in it. Oh shit, which way was it? God, there's some big titanium veins though. No problems there. Not very dense. Oh yeah, I don't have a toxic filter yet. I had one, and then the server ran out of hard drive space. As you do. But yeah, I am definitely interested in what you guys would think is a good idea for me to proceed with FortressCraft 2. Like, I mean, stuff like the raycast clouds, should I just put those in? Or should I definitely hold that sort of stuff back? Anyone can play it, by the way. You are welcome to turn on the raycast clouds. They're really nice. You'll see the frame rate here. I'm going to die. Or maybe not. I was actually in the toxic cavern, you see. We are running out of power down here a bit. However, we do have a decent battery. I have a decent battery, so let's pop a decent battery in here. How can I do that? Yeah, there we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Right, that will pull plenty of power down from up, and then obviously when we're not actually down here running work for excavators flat out, it will get ahead. Awesome. Well, I mean, Cuco, some stuff I'm doing is towards that. I think if I finished it now, I think I would get shouted at. Don't like being shouted at. I'm just going to go AFK, by the way. Oh, did he just kick me out of AFK mode? Cool. Weird. Right, we'll see what it does. I'm going to grab a drink, and then I will be back. Bit disappointed, huh? I haven't tried this in... Oh, never mind, we can't do it. Right. That doesn't work. I need to fix that then. Back in a moment. VV Manor, what do you mean? Turned off and on? I mean, I would suggest you type help into the console. Hey, Brian. Right. Okay, let's go up and see how. So this should hopefully be filling up with power. We are making a bit of power profit, but not very much. Kiko, I don't think... I'd say if I did change something, it certainly wasn't on purpose. But I do agree, it does seem to be horrible. I mean, there's a quart from... And rapid shouldn't... Nah. The problem is, if I want to verify, it's almost impossible. You really have to make the change and then just play the game for a week and then see how it goes. Like, it's almost impossible to sort of run around and look at the ore. Yeah, as you can imagine. Ah, cool. I'll put a decent drill head on this nickel now. That'll help. Alright, this is a 500,000 nickel, so that's not too shabby. But yeah, I did change the way Chrome and Molly spawn, but we're not deep enough for Chrome and Molly to spawn here. So it's unlikely that's the case. So, well, I don't know. I mean, something I should make very clear, and lots of people get this mixed up, right? There is no concept whatsoever in this game of changing the size of the veins per difficulty. Okay, that's not a thing. Everybody thinks it's a thing. It's just not a thing. So all difficulties give the same size veins. They're a little denser on the easy difficulties, but that's it. Let's go back up to the surface though. Oops. Oh, okay. And OSX is built. Upload OSX. Right. So see, the frame rate's still not as much as I would have liked it to be. I'd still like the frame rate to be always, you know, 1,000,000. Let's see how the QCard, I don't suppose you counted out the number of pods, did you? I'm currently at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 623 experiment pods. What do we need? 1,000. So we've got about half as much in the way of nickel that we need right now. I'm assuming, by the way. So I noticed that we've got a magic way of getting shit in the lab. And you know what I feel about that. So somewhere underneath here, for some reason, yeah, look, we've got this hidden system. Don't do that. Because these are in a room. Okay? Not in a room, still rendering. But hiding them away, like, what happens if they block up? Can I get to them? Is there a service tunnel? I can't see a way of servicing these. What happens if we want to upgrade them? It's very neat, but pretending stuff isn't there is a very bad idea as a rule in this game. Wait, well, how the hell do they come in here and then just go down? What's the... It's not magic, it's bad. There's also seems to be a lot of lasers going on down there. Oh, that's above. Or something. Yeah, well, the problem is you can't see. I can't go and have a look and see how much... I can't work out where nickel is tapped off or whether we're getting any through. So this is full. Steel's full. We are continuing to do hardened machine blocks because I grabbed a few hundred. Let's see if titanium is dropped back below critical. Yeah, but we should have really had a really glorious minecart, like a raised up minecart system to do it. Oh, hang on, let me just upload. Let me just set Linux. Sorry. What's that build? What's that? OSX. I'll set OSX live. But yeah, it looks like I've got stuff to do tomorrow. I've got an entire afternoon tomorrow of nothing but writing patch notes, taking screenshots. I get me to take little videos and all sorts of things. I don't have any. So, nickel's at 0. Titan. Are we still at? We're still at Mark 1 stocking ports. God. Titanium is at 9,000 now, so it's not going up. Down, it's going up. Oh no, it's just talking. I mean, the problem is what we need to have special infinite ore extractors and a special machine to use it up at the far end. You know what I mean? Oh, let's get rid of my. Get rid of my crap. Basic. Lithium, they're all basics. Super heist. It's the best. Right, so there's not much to do apart from just keep flooding nickel into the system until we've got a deficit here of quite a lot of alloy blocks. We need to make an awful lot of alloy blocks and an awful lot of hardened ones. I think that we're still using a basic lift, and we're definitely using a pair of basic stocking ports, which is horrendous. No more titanium should be going up. I'll tell you what, Kukor. Instead of me having a look, why don't I go and look at the graph? Where's the graph? They really are basics. Oh wow, look at that. Okay. Nickel is... Oh, look at nickel. That looks great. Let's look at it over the last hour. Half hour. So nickel is now... We've got plenty of nickel. That's good. But let's go and check just the nickel graph so we can see how the nickel graph has grown. Well, I mean, Kuko, you can go check if you don't believe me. I'm fairly sure I can read the word basic. I didn't guess. It did say basic. Wrong room. I do love this. This is brilliant. But this is a great example of rooms. Is having these here. Yes, Boggis, you need an outer and an inner door. These are great. I love these. These are just fantastically done. Full marks. That's a 10 out of 10 right there. Unfortunately, I wish I could make them bigger. I need to take a 4K screenshot or something. But yeah, that's exactly how the base scanners should be used. There's no special room. No, Boggis. It's very simple, okay? You're getting rooms and buildings mixed up, okay? If you want to have a building can have many rooms in it. You cannot... Think of your house, right? Do you generally have a house with room leading to room leading to room? No. You have a hallway and rooms come off the hallway, generally speaking. Build it like that. You don't... Having rooms within rooms, no. Having rooms within rooms doesn't make any sense. Have a building. Yeah, we're actually running out of power down here. We're not making power, we're losing it. I don't know why. My work for excavators should be off now. I doubt we've got that much going in the way of drilling. Even if we do decently out. Bogus, basically, there's a trillion ways in which you could make rooms, and I've tried to let you make as many of them as you can, but I also wanted to get the feature finished in a week, or in a month rather than a year. So there have been some limits for those reasons. Oh man, no decent drill head. But as I said to people, try and use the rooms for what they can do, rather than getting them changed to do what they don't.
Crafting.
Yes, MC Reptile, because apparently colour touched you when you were a child or something. You go to your NVIDIA control panel. You go to, what's it called? Digital Vibrance, what's it called? Adjust image settings with preview. Is that the one? No, it's here somewhere. Adjust video colour settings. There we go. Right. I'm sorry you don't like colour. There's your slider. I like colour. I like saturation. It's my game. That's why it's colourful. If you don't like it, you will have the tools to play with it within your video card. Why is everyone so against vibrant colours? It's weird. Like I can't stand like the Zack Snyder dark and depressing Justice League stuff. Like superheroes should have bright costumes, not dark ones. It's horrible. Really? Well, tell your girl, is she a goth? Is she like particularly gothic? But I mean, honestly, even if you like, assuming you're running on a computer, you've got a computer screen. Tweak the saturation to your heart's content. The game is very saturated. Well, it's not really. Not compared to like Mario or something. It's fairly tame by comparison. But yeah, I don't know why people are so against it. I really don't. I think there are enough dark, grey, gritty, realistic games out there, and quite frankly, I'm pleased not to be one of them. Warning, no ore extracted in the last minute. That's a lie. I have got a note to introduce a less saturated landscape, but that ain't going to stop the green lasers and the purple beams. It's not that game. Like when I play Dungeon Defenders, I play it with saturation cranked to 400%, and it's glorious. Oh man, how am I going to get across here? Ugh. Like, how can I put it? I like bright, colourful things. I think too much of life is dull and grey and depressing. I'm from England. Like, it's very dull and grey and depressing outside. So, you know, it's nice to have something that's not. And computer games can be anything you want them to be. And as I said, this is my game. I like bright, colourful things, and it's weird how people at the same time they manage to say that, you know, it's my vision, it's my game, and I complain that it's the game I want. But it is the game I want. Like, I have the luxury of writing the game I want. But yeah, short answer, not in game. Long answer, yes, you've got colour controls on your computer, you've got colour controls on your control panel. There's lots of ways of doing it. This is actually quite a big vein, by the way, but it doesn't appear to be very dense. Yeah, but PP filter, that only happens, like, if you're close to a ping, it doesn't last very long. If you're a long way away from a ping, yeah? Like, I'd love to hear a solution from you to solve that one. Because, trust me, half my complaints are the pings are too bright and last too long, and half my complaints are the pings aren't big enough, and they don't last long enough. So I can only implement that change at PP Vault if you don't mind pissing off about half the players. But don't forget, it's not you they shout at, it's me. It's me who has to put up with the negative reviews. Oh, man, up by 1. I've got about 2 million nickel hooked up now across a whole bunch of different veins. Tiburon, so you want me to store an active link to potentially 2 million machines and not have them self-controlled, and then to then propagate that? No. Like, if I do a coloured orping, yeah, we are talking about a serious amount of data. Now, how big's that nickel vein? Oh, that's what I'm doing. Damn it. Capriculum, the pings last a whole bunch of different things. So coloured pings are expensive and cost you power, so last a long time. Specific pings are even longer, and they cost things. Otherwise, pings last pretty much on inversely compared to the distance. So if they're a long way away, they last a long time. If they're close, they don't last very long at all. Ta-da. So what is this coming from? Is that the last of the titanium? Oh, no, wait, hold on, this is nickel. Oh, no, this is nickel as well? Oh, titanium. Oh, there's a little bit more titanium. But let's pull that out. Why can't I change Arthur? No, WJG, my pizza's arriving at a specific time. In fact, I may have just got... Let's forget it. Fear my Mark 3s. But yeah, honestly, there's nothing wrong with the pings. I know this. I've nearly completed the base game, and I haven't had any issues with the pings. So, you see, I say they're fine. Because if there was a problem with them, you see, I'd have had that problem whilst we were playing this playthrough. That's why I play the game. You see, oh, wait, that's not going to charge. That needs to hit the laser directly. That's why we are... Oh, don't tell me you didn't. Oh, no, you didn't. Good, good. Right, that will now charge the Mark II much better. Mark IV, sorry. Well, yeah, don't forget, Kuko, we are running at 20,000 threat, give or take, with no missiles. I'm quite surprised we're not losing. Really. Oh, well, that's longer than I thought. Oh, wait, these aren't exceptionals. Oh, God, are we still running shitty lenses? Oh, no wonder. Like, running a second row of these up is a pain, but upgrading the lenses, that ain't too bad. How many exceptionals have I got on me? 102. We're totally out of power, by the way, underground. We've just soaked it all up by cranking up this stuff. So I will upgrade these lenses as much as I am able. Say that's pro. That's pro. Is when you change lenses during a grapple without dying. Oh, here's the cold cavern. So here's the old Cold Cavern music. So those of you that have played through Frozen Factory before, you'll be pleased to know the music is different for patch 18. Because quite frankly, this music was a bit, it just went on and it just wasn't particularly brilliant. Yeah, Kuko, but like I said, we also haven't had a power issue until now. Power issue, but now we do. Yeah, so the healing has been nerfed a bunch. Blight Rider, there's theoretically VR support, but it's not very good. So, there is a... If you're running the game, you can kind of enable VR. The problem is, it's not... I haven't got time to make it good. There isn't enough support to make it good. There isn't enough people with VR headsets for me to warrant releasing a paid-for pack. So there is a forum thread, and I just sort of said to people, look, if you want it, let me know. And as far as I can tell, if I put in VR support, let's say I put in VR support, and I charged 50 quid, and everyone with VR bought it, I might make $5 grand. It's not worth my time, unfortunately, to do it. I wish it was. I do wish it was, but it's really not. Okay, so this is the third one along at that side. Let's go check some of that. Yeah, WJG, I can't go working out if something is an attached vein. You know, when you do a vein scan, it gives blah, 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 blah. There's a reason I make that take 5 seconds, and that's because it's scanning. It takes a long time to choose through a big scan. Wow, we are actually... we are... Okay, so, Kukor, I'm going to have to link these together. This one is running out because we are draining so much power. We're down to 86,000 and it's dropping. This one on the other hand is full. This one on the other hand is full. So unless you have a particular... oh god, no, don't do that. I'm going to hook these across. So this one that we're running, because the gold one is actually running all of these. Oh wait, are we not running separate power all the way down? Kind of looks like we should be, but I don't think we are. Just that one that we're running. No, so we're running power down all of them. So how come I don't have 5 power at the bottom? Where's the rest? Or is it just... Ah, is it not hooked together? Because I was using the power. That's what we do. We use power. No, I don't forget I'd stream on Mixer, YouTube and Twitch. And actually, no one has said anything on Mixer in ages, so... Okay, so each shaft has a dedicated power line. No, it doesn't. Nickel has nothing coming down. Ow. Oh god, I'm so screwed. Nickel does not have a at all. I know where it starts or ends, but don't have one. Nickel doesn't seem to have anything at all. Like, it doesn't even come down to the cold caves. Can't see it. Nope, nothing. Not like nothing up as high as 100 meters. So, yeah, I wish that was the case, but it ain't. So we're running everything down here off the gold line. Like, all of it. The whole everything. But on the bright side, we do now have a Mark IV battery here, and that's now full. Excellent. So we actually have plenty of power to run everything down here. That's fine, but it's just, yeah. We should probably be doing quite well on nickel now. Let's go and check the graph, shall we? Do you know what we should do? We should have a room down here, shouldn't we? Can I make rooms? Can I make a room down here? Can I do that? Airlock, yes. Airlock, yes. Room controller, yes. And base scanner will want, well, we'll say 3. The funniest thing is, when you're down here like we are now, like the frame rate goes up even more when you're in a room. Let's make the room. Oopsie. So I'd like to point out, Tob Mia did such a nice room. He had like a little entrance way and everything in the room. So it looked like it was multiple rooms, but it actually wasn't. Very cleverly done. We're going to do something similar, but much less good. And by similar, I mean not really similar at all. Okay, so inner airlock. 1, 2, 3. Oops. 1, 2, 3, and an outer airlock that's exactly 3 meters away. 1, 2, 3. I might change that, by the way. I kind of want to get some feedback from the wider player base about rooms. Excuse me. I reckon, you see, that the airlocks should be at least 3 meters, but not exactly 3 meters, meaning you can have much longer airlocks. Longer airlocks give the game a little bit more paging time. And room controller. And now it's a room. You can tell it's a room because it's quiet. But we don't necessarily need to have anything in the room. We can just, like lights wise, we can just go base scanner, base scanner, base scanner. And what I'll also do I have any? It's that icon. No, I'll go make one. I kind of like them, and they look cool, and they do just provide just the subtlest hint of light, which I think is cool. See, nice subtle light, and I can tell we're being attacked. Okay, so hey, let's see if I fixed our gold problem. Oh damn! I don't know the hoppers. Oh darn! Ah dang! Self-craft. Right, I have 88 storage hoppers, so that's fine. We'll just use a storage hopper. Now, what's wrong with that? Ouch, just 15k update I'm getting on that one. That's interesting because it doesn't seem to always work. I wonder why not. Those are all the same. I wonder what's going on. It does say it's in a room, right? If I zoom in, does that cause it to... Damn it. I thought I had this. I still wonder if the network player needs to be inside a certain distance. How many things can the monitor show? Loads! Too many is the short answer. But they're not, it's just not working. The filter's working, but the server doesn't appear to have updated it. But it has sent it. Which is weird. Like, it has transmitted that data to me, and it's not to do with... I might have to get another look tomorrow. But yeah. I'd say that's kind of very... In a good way, that's very not FortressCraft. Let's put it on Discord so you can have a proper look. And I like that. I really like that this, you know, this looks like a new FortressCraft. There are some substantial tech differences here. And I like that. I like that a lot. Right, I didn't actually do what I meant to because they... Okay, I'm just going to cheat my way up to the surface. I'm on the LAN, I can do that. The reason you shouldn't do that is not for any sort of gameplay reason particularly. It puts massive load on the server. As you can see, even on the LAN, it's struggling to get it to me. Come on, top shot. And so these ones are probably all still working. I think it might be to do with proximity to the human, the fake player. Like the... Yes, these are all fine. Yeah, so as you can see there, Boggis, loads and loads and loads. I haven't got an ETA on pizza. Pizza's being brought to me, you say. But essentially, if you feel there's something the scanner doesn't show that you think would be important or useful, let me know. I have a finite number of things I can track, and that number is 32, and I think there's about 8 slots left. But it currently tracks all ores, power, all bars, crystal, what's that other thing? Resin. Now, does anyone happen to remember how full this was? It still kind of looks the same. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 523. Yeah, or is it 623? 523. Yes, we haven't got any more nickel through. What use is that, WJJ? Remember, I've had a lot of people sort of get it mixed up. I don't just want to just do it for the hell of it. This has to be stuff that's useful to you, right? So I'm going to go and look at the nickel graph so I can see whether or not the nickel is dropping, it's solid. So we've got so you can see they look a different colour there and less so. I'm not sure why still. Anyway, you can see that just in the last couple of minutes the number of nickel bars has just dropped right off. So it's probably that the lit at the bottom loading. Loading, yeah. In fact, the list is probably coming. In fact, there it is. See, now what will happen is all that nickel will unload, and a little bit of titanium, but mostly nickel now. Holy shit, that went quick. Wow. And then this bar will come back up. But I don't think we're doing a very good job at saturating the bottom end. Yes, so let's look at that. Yes, those are... Wait, that one is different, but still broken. Oh, no, that's just a different zoom. Okay, so I think this is the bug that What's-His-Face just mentioned on the thing. Do like the rooms. Yeah, I think the network player has to be nearby. I think it's still predicating something off the Unity thread, which is wrong. Anyway. Gold is fine. Wow, really? Seriously? This is not emptying anywhere near quickly enough. That'll help a little bit. But I think part of the issue is that we're actually filling this in a really dumb way. That's why I put this extra stuff in here to try and help. So we have more of a chance of filling this up whilst the lift's gone. But yeah, pick up WJG. I mean, say anything that would... I hate that noise. Anything that would really help you work out if there's a problem with your base. That's important. Fun stats I can't implement because, as I said, I have a really finite limit. Like a really tight limit on what I can do. Or I would just track like everything. Yeah, average speed, total depth. You know, there's loads of... Well, I guess the words fun and cool probably don't apply, but you could certainly do something. Are we really at 5 a minute on this? That does seem quite unlikely. See, normally, Qcore, I find that players for the tier 2 resources actually use minecarts. Like, yeah. Yeah, I know it was just you and all that, but so usually then that's how people make them. Let's get a secondary pipeline for that going rather than sharing that first pipeline entirely. And we'll come down on the second row here. Oh no, no, I'm out. I do love the minecarts, but oh, they're a nightmare networked. Like the code to get them to work network has just been a horrible pain in the ass. Okay, so then we're going to come there like that, and then get rid of all that, and up to. Now, how long is this going to stay? That's the question. But I've left some slots. I have left room to grow on purpose. So there is some scope for more. Qcore, I disagree. You do the same thing. You would collapse together multiple veins into your minecart load station, and the minecart load station then goes to the... holy shit, we're totally out of power. Will I block it off? No, why does it think it's out of power? That doesn't seem right. Yeah, now I didn't want to do threat over time because I'm too worried people will try and keep their threat low. So I didn't want to do that, but that's on purpose. That's why I screwed up that. There we go. Something I do need to continually hammer home to people, right? You want threat. Threat is your friend. Threat is the goal. Not to try and play the game with the minimum amount of threat you can. Totally not the goal. How does that help you? Why do you need to know that? If you don't already know that, that ain't the place for it. It's a cool stat, don't get me wrong, but like, what would you do if that went up suddenly, but you should be using your resin scanner to tell you that? Like, you already have tools. Oh, my computer's just gone red, green. Can I make any more? See, the problem... Oh, I'm at crystal clocks. The problem is I can't really go and get any more hardened blocks because we're currently waiting on the hardened block storage to fill up again. It's a bit slow, by the way. Which means that I'll stop using nickel. What I would like to do is probably have a chat with Todd about canvases, because I think we could actually do, instead of just that, we can actually have like a little bar chart. So we can actually have. I'd like to use this system more. This is called diegetic. Okay, so this was from watching Dire Wolf because I realised, right, you already had this information in the game. It was already here, but you had to look at that machine there, and in the bottom left it would say next attack approximately 180 seconds, 160, which is about 2 minutes, 35. There you go, 232. So, Kukor, what you've just said is kind of akin to putting the anti-nail biting stuff on your fingers that tastes bad and going, you know, this tastes bad. I don't want you to have low health. It's to make you go, whoa, 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 be careful. Right, as I was saying, the threat scanner has the information, just about 2 minutes now, but now it's more like this. This was quite easy, this scanner, so I'd like to do more of these sort of things because I think that's awesome. I think that is way more awesome than a machine that you have to look at and go, So I'd like to do more of those sort of things. So I suspect that a resin thingy might be a cool idea. But Kukor, let me just do that. Inventory, search, ampule. I rest my case. My health's low. How many ampules have you got? None. Where is the... We do have an ampule dispenser. Is it in the med bay? I think it is. Med station. That's an interesting little clash. Do like the new conduits. It's nice and peaceful in here. Yeah, we have. You should at least carry one ampule around. You should. This thing, and this is something else I'd like to sort of discuss with the community. Right? Is this a survival game or a logistics game? Because if it's a survival game, right, you don't get to complain about this shit. So logistics game. I would like to implement it so both ampules and power boosters, if placed into your suit inventory, will automatically fire. That's a kind of on the to-do list. Why did I come back up here? Crystal clocks. That's okay, I don't need to worry about over drawing these. So we're currently, we're now full on hardened machine blocks, and we are at 84 out of 1,000 alloyed. What did I leave without? Oh yeah, I don't need a good Elfie, but I'm not complaining about it. Unlike Kukor, I haven't died. I don't know how long it'll last, but I haven't died. But yeah, I want to chat with people about whether or not the game should push more towards logistics. Should it push more towards survival? Because I mean, originally the idea was that you would configure your suit with whatever you needed for your journey. So you're on the surface and you're like, right, I'm going down to biomass, so I need to fit a toxic filter. I'm also going to need extended power, and you would actually configure your suit in order to be ready for the journey ahead. What actually happened is that people just complained that they kept dying, so I had to kind of dumb it down, which is a shame. So the problem is that Kukor is exhibiting here is he's expecting it to be dumbed down, and it's not. And I would rather the game had a somewhat more complicated survival, an interesting survival, than dumbed down. But yeah, you should really find one slot in your suit inventory. You know, you should. I would very much like, though, to have it so your upgrade automatically will fire off those things. I think that's a good solution. So I am probably nearly done because pizza is on its way. So Patch 19 is up. Patch 19. Right. Patch 18 is up for testing. If you can give it a bash, please do. Please try and stick at this bit to really critical bugs. I can't. My brain is full of things I already need to fix. I can't just take. Hey, I found this little thing. If you do this and go here and do that whilst pressing shift, and like So we're nearly done. We're at the bit now where only the biggest bugs matter. And at the beginning of the next patch, that's when we worry about the little bugs. I am so looking forward to starting the next patch because we will be doing some fabulous things with the robots. Oops, let's put that there and that there and this here. So tomorrow I doubt I'll be streaming, so if you like to watch me, just watch an old stream. Thanks to me. I will need to focus quite a lot on the patch notes because they are going to be big and complicated. If you're on Discord, and if you're not on Discord, be on Discord. Press H, community links, jump to Discord. Be on the Discord. So I will be posting and accepting gifts of the new stuff. I can't even remember. Was the work for excavated this patch or last patch? I can't remember. Anyway, we have a lot of fancy pants new machines and a lot of fancy pants new graphics. And I want to be showing some of them off. Things like the alloy blocklet assembler. So I'll be wanting to show some of those off. So I'll be doing the little captures for the news post. That said, I'm not actually sure at this point how I can host them. I don't think it supports Imgur anymore. I'm going to have to work out where I'm going to put them. So yeah, I have some fun tasks tomorrow. So a bunch of code fixing. I will probably aim to get the patch up into staging by about midday. And then that gives me 3 or 4 hours to write patch notes and things. There's still some handbook entries I'd like to do, but I just don't think I'm going to have time. Translation support will also be active but slightly hidden in this patch. Free to get, that was fixed weeks ago. Elder patch notes. Remember, I wrote the patch notes down. I write everything down I do, so you can go, I wonder if that bug's fixed. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Okay, it was in the manufacturing pack, wasn't I? Let's search for stuck. Well, I did, but I can't remember what I called it. Definitely fixed it. Holy shit! So this is back when I no, WGG. I'm not doing handbook entries. Okay, I can't do this. Right? Do you really want me to delay the patch for another week to fix up all the handbook entries that have problems? Because it ain't happening. Again, if there is a handbook entry that's a problem, yeah, fix it and send it to me. Email it to me. Please, please, you do it. I can't. I was just saying, it surprises me because all of the new plant stuff, all the healing stuff, the new hive minds, the new lenses, the lights, so much stuff has changed. This has been a mega patch, and still people like WJG, yes, I am looking at you. They still want more. You can't have more. I'm surprised it's not there. I would have put it under crafting. I know, I've definitely fixed it. Promise. Promise, promise, promise. I don't really promise, I mostly expect it to be fixed. But yeah, seriously, and this applies to everyone. If there's a handbook entry, don't tell me to fix it. Just fix it. It's just an XML file. Make sure it works locally and email it to me and I will totally put it in. I didn't do most of the handbook entries. Most of them done by Horrid Conica, the guy who runs our Discord. So please, please, please. I cannot do everything. It's just me. And there is so much that needs doing. And I do my best. I do. I try very, very hard to do everything. But it's just me. It's just me. On that note, I did feed the hive mind earlier, but I suspect that's done by now. Yeah, here's our hive mind. Well, yeah, Doji, but I mean, anything. If you can fix any part of the game and send me the fix, of course I'll put it in. I'm not going to go, oh no, I know what your fix is. Of course I do. See, I thought... Did this go down? Ah, yeah, I can see where it would have gone now. Oh no! No, I do have them. What are you chatting about? Okay, I've just fixed the hive mind Kukor. We had a gap. So yeah, I'm just about done. I'm just sort of hear my pizza pull up. So keep an eye on for the patch out tomorrow. It should be ever so exciting. It might slip to Thursday depending on, you know, any number of reasons. Oh shit, you didn't make this solar powered. Let's see what I can fix before I go. Right, that should start it because we need to cut through. Wait, if it's not solar powered, how's it got any power? Yeah, because it's running off a laser, but that laser hit there. Yeah, honestly, if anyone can fix the handbook entries, that'd be amazing. They take so much time to do. They really do. Yes, Kukor, it was a chunk that reset. But I forgot. And yeah, there's also a block that's grown here quite impressively. And I don't have any solar. I can't really run a laser up. I totally can. Watch this. It's quite important, wherever possible with hive minds, to have multiple avenues of power. Because that means that when they invariably do grow, and they will, you can... you don't get blocked. I like hive minds. Certainly, if and when FortressCraft 2 comes along, I really want to make more of the resin stuff. No, there's just a I don't. There's nothing reaching it. So that is the end of a tentacle, and that's just had nothing reaching it because it cut the power off, and you didn't put in backup power. So basically, hive mind 1, Kukor 0. There we go. We now have power from 3 directions. Some of it's just solar. But yeah, all that happened is it happened to completely destroy, completely lock off the only power input. Can I get up there? Can I help? There we go. That said, I'm not sure if this actually goes anywhere. Oh, it does. There we go. Yeah, it's all good. All good. I do. Yes, this bit here. But that bit, that's just the end of the bit that's not serviced, right? Something down here. The shell's gone. Oh no! They only grow the shells during startup. No, Kukor. It only, and hasn't changed, it only grew the shell during startup. It doesn't recheck the shell every time it goes to grow a tentacle. That's not how it worked. That's not how it's ever worked. God damn it. Damn it, how is that broken? I put in a specific horrific fix to try and fix that one. Damn it. Okay, back up we go. I'm very annoyed about that. I really thought I got it. Basically what I did is I detected when it got above the top of the scan. I honestly don't know how that's possible. The problem is I haven't been able to reproduce it. I've only just seen this particular one break. I don't know how or why. But yeah, Google, you're talking about the system where you enclose it, restart the server, and then rely on the shell, right? It ain't been like that almost the entire patch. Remember, I'm not expecting you to do what you've done there, and to sort of enclose it. That was never a plan. Like, this isn't a particularly... Wow, that's got no power. How's that supposed to get power? Basically, guys, what's going to happen is I'm just going to disappear if my food gets here. And I hate you all. Oh, there we go. We've got power coming across. Never mind. I see now. I see. The same thing should apply, though, with the reinforced walls. They should still enclose in the same way. But yeah, hive minds only regrow a shell after a restart of the server. And yeah, we're out of resin storage. But the shell only grow first when you restart the server. The shell doesn't grow first ongoing. That would insinuate, right, that every time it went to grow a tentacle, it checked the shell first, and it definitely does not do that. Essentially what happens is it starts the server up, it boots up, it checks that it has at least 5 meters radius of resin only at startup. Once it is checked that it's got 5 meters of radius of resin around it, it then switches to tentacle mode. It then never rebuilds the shell. Yeah, any gameplay feature that involves the phrase "then restart your game" is an exploit. So what you would have done is you would have got it into shell growing mode, and then what you're describing is you never let it finish the shell. That's not how it was designed to be. Don't forget. Think of it another way. Think of it think of it that how can I describe it? They outsmarted you. They've grown. It still grows from the core outwards. That's just how it works. It can't send out disparate tentacles. It has to run through existing resin. I haven't changed that. All I've changed is the direction at which it happens. What you saw up there, as I said, was a bit that grew, blocked off the distant lasers, but the close lasers could get it. So only the end bit of the tentacle was remaining when we checked it like 2 hours later. It's fine. It's fine. So yeah, basically, when the pizza arrives, I'm just going to disappear. I'm so hungry. But yeah, the hive mind has mostly been a change in the direction of how it spawns, rather than massive changes to like growth patterns or anything like that. It's just like the curve of the tentacles is different, but like when it fires tentacles, really hasn't changed very much. I was enjoying that second row. Anyway, it's perfectly fine to farm it still. You just might not be able to use the sticking it in its shell technique. But if you get a hive mind and you pair it right back to it had nothing, and then restart the server and you had loads of lasers, it would absolutely never get out of its shell mode because it could never finish it. Oh man, again. Yeah, I do agree that we do seem... Well, I think we're just being unlucky. I don't think there's a bug, unless I made a typo. I mean, I found quite a few 500,000 these veins now, which I'm just like blasting through all the veins, because the best way to improve the scanning is just to get through the veins. But there does seem to be an awful lot of these little veins. I don't know what's going on. I haven't changed anything. There's been no... I changed Molly and Chrome. To be bigger, but I didn't then... That doesn't make other things go smaller or anything like that. Well, shouldn't. Shouldn't and doesn't are often two different things. Right, that sounds like food for me, so I'm off. So I will see you guys. I'll be around tomorrow. So I'll see you on Discord. And we'll let me know if there's anything wrong with Patch, and I will continue to work for my hit list tomorrow. And yeah, Patch for too long. Awesome. Right, guys. See you soon. Bye.